Question 30. Millie runs 0.34 kilometers. Write this as a percentage of a kilometer. Now, all this talk of kilometers is just a bit of a distraction, really. What we're really interested in is the decimal, because it's basically asking us to turn a decimal into a percentage. That's what we're being asked to do. And all you do to turn a decimal into a percentage is basically times by 100. So we've got this 0.34, and all we've got to do is times that by 100, and we'll get our percentage. Now, to times by 100, digits move 2 places forwards. So if you imagine some squares around this 0.34, like so, remember, don't forget your decimal points there. And then on the line underneath, make the same squares. But obviously, if it's going to move forward, you need more digits in front of this number. So the decimal point doesn't move. So the 3 is going to go 1, 2 into this column. And the 4 is going to go 1, 2 into this column. So both digits has moved 2 places forwards. So it's going to be 34%. And that is now your percentage. So 0.34 is 34%. Now, it took me a little bit of a while to explain that. I could have just said 0.56 would be 56%, 0.78 would be 78%, 0.29 would be 29%, so 0.34 would be 34%. You have got to be a little bit careful, because if, for example, it was 0.7 kilometers, that is not 7%. 0.7 is not 7%. So, and I'll illustrate it to you, 0.7 is actually 70%. Because if you do exactly the same method as what we've just done, so 0.7, and then you draw yourself some more boxes underneath, keeping the decimal point doesn't move, remember. So obviously you normally have squared paper for this. So if you move 7 2 places forwards, 1, 2, because you're timesing by 100, the 7 goes in that spot. Then you've got an empty space, and the empty space has to be filled in by a 0. And that's why 0.7 is actually 70% and not 7%.